not just like, oh, it's bad, the world is raging, but what we can do ourselves and what children can do. And then, so we have to promote hope that we can make change ourselves. And then foster social connections and interactions, normalize daily life structure. That brings safety. Children know what is going to happen today at school, at this lesson, what we expect from them. And with the smaller the kids are, the more often we use not only verbal, but we have written, and then we have used pictures to show what is going to happen today, what is going to happen on this lesson, so that they feel safer. And well, we have talked a lot about promoting sense of safety. And respect the dignity of children, their caregivers and communities. Promote sense of self and collective efficacy. And strengthen the resilience for a sense of competence and restoration of control over one's life. And then, well, we have a short discussion. What factors in primary school hinder the sense of safety, and how do you promote the sense of safety? And if you feel that we have already discussed a lot about it, then we can quickly continue. But if there comes some other points, of course, welcome.
Maybe short discussion.
Yes, short discussion if there's something.
Yeah, I want to talk about question number one. What factors in primary school hinder the sense of safety? In most of our community, especially where the school is located in a community, I would say prejudice. What do I mean by that? There are some communities that we classify as slum community, or maybe we say there are a lot of disadvantaged people living there, maybe ghetto or what we call it like Zogo. So when we have children from that community in the schools, that community has already been stigmatized. So you see that some of the children from there, they having genuine safety issues. But then the teacher will now look at it and, oh, these people, they're from that place, from that community, so they are already problem by themselves. Yes, for the fact that you are from that community, you already classify as a problem person. So you see that the child genuine safety issue will not be, looked at, because the teacher will not say, oh, those people, they are Zogo children, or they are this one. So those are issues that we as teachers should pay keen attention to, in as much as they are from that community, but they still have issues that you can still look up, you can still pay attention to. And if you don't do that, if you just stigmatize or prejudice their environment, their safety will be compromised.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, there are some things that hinder the safety of the primary school students. One is the environment. Either the environment that the school is built in, or the environment that the students are living. Two is the behavior of peers. The peer among them, some behavior are not good to others. So it's not like either they are safety. And then the other one could be either the school staff. One staff love another student more than their other friend, and then he will slow down. Also, on the lecture, this time was given to the student. We hinder the sense of safety for that student.
The first question, factors primary school like hinder the sense of safety. One of the things we said was that if there's no distinction between male or female wife, that both females and males enter the same area for those things, so it has a lot of bearing on the safety. And then the school environment, some schools are located near car roads or near markets. And sometimes the school is that fenced that also has bearing on the safety of the students. Then if you have a primary school with unqualified teachers, so many things will go on wrongly because they won't know how to handle situations. The teacher's attitude. My colleague said that teachers that are not fair, teachers' attitude also is problem. Then how do you promote a sense of safety? So it will just be like the reverse of some of these things that we have made mention of. Let the students have that sense of belongingness. Yeah, let them have that sense of being respected. That there's someone that respects them. That's it.
One other point that while my colleague was speaking that I want to consider is the issue of leadership. Because everything rises or falls at leadership. So if we don't have qualified school leaders who are there to set the tone for school culture, what is expected in this environment, how this environment should function, and we don't have people who are knowledgeable about those things, then of course we cannot get the result we want.
And what about group 2? Do you want to comment?
Thank you.
Okay, I think the answer was all. I just want to look out for you. Somebody talked about the first question, we consider discrimination, one of the vital, and somebody also talked about unsafe environment. So we can also look at the school environment. There are some school environments that we look at actually, it's not safe for learning. And we go there most of the time. So I think what school authority will be doing about this thing, that they should actually look at the location of the school also. That. Another thing is, we talk about bullying also. Bullying in school can make some students isolated, sometimes they will drop out of school also. And the next thing is that if we look at question 2, we need to create a safe school environment for our children. And we should also think about setting up clear rules in our schools to see how these things can be actually harmonized, or how best we can treat our students when it comes to safety. And the other thing is we should build trust. That's another thing we should also talk about. So we can build trust, like we consider in our school environment, this is what actually good for us. If we can outline all of these things that is workable in our environment, I think it will be fine. We can have a safe school environment. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Then we go to, yes, examples in Finnish education. So in Finland we have little different situation than you, especially because after Civil War you have probably more mental health problems at school than we have, but we also have a lot of them. And in Finland we try to work, or we put a lot of effort to prevent the problems. So we want to create like a very nice surroundings and school environment and belonging is important. Yes. So at the policy level, in Finland, the well-being of pupils plays an integral role in Finnish education system. And all children have the right to well-being, a right which has been integrated into Finnish legislation. And the curriculum includes the development of emotional and social interaction skills. We see that as a prevention. Yes. And Child Welfare Act, teachers are legally obligated to report to child welfare authorities if they suspect a child is in need of protection due to neglect, abuse, or other serious concerns. This duty is based on the Child Welfare Act and must be fulfilled without delay, regardless of confidentiality. So, even though that it might be very difficult situation for teachers to do it, so we have to do, otherwise we can even lose our job. Yes. And then some concrete pedagogical practices. So we have a lot of empathy and emotional education, which includes storytelling, emotion skill cards, for example, and drama and other arts. And the right to be a child, so we have a lot of play. Lessons start at grade 1 in age of 7, like proper lessons. We have 1 year preschool before the school starts, and during that preschool, children learn how to participate in lessons. So they practice lessons and they have like short lessons. My daughter is now in the preschool, and they have started like very short lesson sessions, and then they grow when year goes further. So after the preschool, they are ready for like full lessons. Yes. And then positive pedagogy is something we talk a lot nowadays in Finland. So recognizing and practicing the identification of children's strengths to strengthen their self-image and guide pedagogical choices. And these practices we have done today are part of this. So the warming up was one of practice of positive pedagogy, and also these feedback things. And then promoting a sense of community. So homeschool cooperation, family school events, theme days, trip collaboration between groups and between children of different ages. And I was very glad to notice that you had written it was in many places in this ready-made material where you took the community at home, you involved them in the school environment. Yes, and then promoting student participation. Children have opportunity to make choices and influence matters concerning themselves, which empowers them and strengthens their self-esteem. And we saw examples in Eco School already. Yes. And then we have some programs. Eco School you already saw, but we have also program against bullying. That program is invented in my university, Turku University, and then there are positive pedagogy pages also in English, and we think that they could be useful for you. And there's some,
Yeah. Well, we already have the ready-made material, and Mr. Chalahtel told about the manual you are working with, so I wonder if it's one of these that you named the page guides, because there's one mental health and psychosocial support in school series Ethiopia toolkit for case management, and mental health and psychosocial support in school series Ethiopia teacher manual, and then also this strengthening mental health and psychosocial support for pre and in-service teachers in Africa. So this is about teacher trainers, mental health, what in that group they talked about. And then I don't know if this is this manual or something else that Mr. Jarlath was talking about, but these are in the internet and you get these slides if you are interested in taking a look at those. But you now also have the RTTI material. Okay.
Now the one slide is missing now. The one we just made, and I saved it there. Because then we had the feature. Yes, I think it's probably
Ollaanko me tallennettu se kahdesti jotenkin?
ei kyllä mä täällä oli useampi näitä tiedostoja. So it's looks no different than mine, and I open it, it looks different. There should be one with, tässä ei näy se mikä on tallennettu. Meillä ei ollut tämmöistä pistettä edes, kun hänellä ei aukea ne oikein kunnolla. Eli tää ei ole se mikä me ollaan...
Ei se tuolla Presentation Primary Parents, se sinne.
Totta, me ollaan tallennettu se sinne, it's here. It's this one. Kaikki muu se varmaan.
Niin se ei tuolta kautta. Okay. Well, we have to. We read the material the RTTIs had read, and Mr. Jarlath asked us to comment on if we have any further recommendations. It was very good material and like.
Very up-to-date material.
Yes, very updated material, and like Pia said, taking the community to, like the parents, with you to support the school and the kids' education is in many ways important. I was thinking yesterday and Wednesday we talked about the gender issues, and we didn't talk about, I don't know if it's necessary in the school system, we didn't talk about the female genital mutilation or cutting, but I was thinking if it would be good, also a good topic to talk about its harms that it causes with the parents or in the community also. And with the kids, I don't know if it's an issue you already talk about. Yes. But in any ways, taking the parents and the community with us. Yes. And then one question I had, I read from the material that there are a lot of kids going to grades and they are older than they should be on that grade. Is that situation still so at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something that you could do about it when we are revising?
Do you find that
Is it problematic?
Safety
And is it
problem.
a safety issue or is it problematic? And is it something that you could do when revising the curriculum?
Well, it's beyond just revising the curriculum. The law of Liberia has laid out clearly that a child is supposed to start school at age 3. That is what the law. Age 3, yes. Preschool. Kindergarten. Preschool. So at age 5, the child should be in kindergarten 2. At age 6, the child should be in primary. That is grade 1. I was taken aback when I saw your grade 1 begins at age 7. So I wanted to ask a question and so I was just waiting for your presentation before I will ask a question. I hope
Let's try this
you
one
will ask
now.
a question. So at age 6, so we have what we call our education system is 9-3-4. That means between kindergarten to 6th grade, you, no, let's say from grade 1, sorry, from grade 1 up to grade 9, you are spent 9 years. Grade 1 to 9 years. Then 10 to 12, 3 years. Then in university, 4 years. That's why it's called 9, 3, 4. That's the system. Yeah, but that system before has been qualified. So yes. So, but you can still say, yeah, you are correct. You can still say 6334. It's still correct. Yeah, you got doubles. Yes, it's okay. You are correct. 6334 or 934. All right. But the bottom line is there is a particular age entry point, which we call age appropriate enrollment. The curriculum states that age appropriate enrollment. But the challenge or the challenges are enormous to really meet that. So it is not that decision is not with us here. It's at the national level because except that the Excel project, the master class project that targets 350,000 students. So tuition, school fees, they are a serious issue. So you say, okay, your child is school at age 3. That's okay. But why if I don't have the money to send my child to school at age 3? So the children sometimes begin school at age 7, some people 10, some people 11, and some people even beyond that. So the government also drafted another policy called ALP, Accelerated Learning Program. So if a child is overaged for a particular class, then the curriculum says you should be able to give special attention to this child in ALP program, which poses more burden on the teacher because you are handling a class size of over 40, 50, sometimes 60 students, and you are still supposed to offer ALP for a particular student or a few group of students. The reality
Yes, thank you. I understand the teachers have very demanding job here. Yes, because in Finland it's compulsory to go to preschool at the age of 6, and it is free, and then start school when they're 7 years old. But going to the daycare is optional. Yes.